For folks just joining us at home, this is a medical helicopter that you see on your screen here lying next to the Drexel Hill United Methodist Church. This helicopter crashed a short time before 1 o'clock this afternoon. First call came in around 12:56, 12:57. Crews responded, as you heard Drew say just a moment ago, within minutes. There were 4 occupants on this helicopter. They were able to self-extricate themselves with non-life-threatening injuries. Officials at the scene call this a miraculous landing. This chopper was going from Maryland to Chop with 1 infant on board. And at this point, we're going to go to Joe Holden, who's on the scene. So, Joe, have you found out any additional information?
Well, you know what, Jim, the information is also, coming from the Director of Emergency Services. He's sort of describing, if you will, and my photographer's going to follow me. So you see the way that the chopper is lying just on the side of the church. It took out part of a sign. But if you look just above the chopper, you see utility lines, and you see a street right here. And then Paramount Road is a 2-lane, busy roadway. Emergency Service Director Tim Boyce they are astonished that this chopper was able to come down in such a fashion. It missed the power lines. It missed the church. It missed any traffic on the roadway. No injuries to anybody on the ground. So in a scenario like this, whatever did go wrong in the air, lives were spared here on the ground, according to my conversations with those in emergency services. Clearly, at this moment, their hats are off to the pilot of this chopper. I'm still looking through some of my communications with some officials and some sources. Again, the preliminary information from the scene here is that all injuries appear to be either minor or the pilot may have sustained some of the more moderate injuries. And I know that we're beginning to hear stories of, especially in this neighborhood, the houses are they're not spaced far apart. So you hear choppers and you hear planes going overhead. And this sound was described to be a motor-type drone sort of sound. And then the next thing people were describing to us is they saw the chopper kind of on the horizon within the tree line, and then the next thing is that it's lying, and the calls started to come in, the 911 calls, that a chopper had crashed here at Bloomfield and Vermont. I'm looking around right now, Jim, trying to see if anybody we can get official here to spell out more of what I've just described.
Joe, one of the things that we were hearing from first responders, they tried to secure the scene because of fuel spilled as well. Do you smell anything in the air?
Yeah, Jim, if we can kind of come out here and show you exactly on the ground. So right here, you see some of the equipment, the materials, the supplies that they do use to contain what is jet fuel. And you see some of the, it's cat litter on the side of the road here. There is that scent. It's not heavy, but definitely there is the scent of jet fuel in the air. It's noticeable, but you can see that they've done what they can to at least contain it here along Vermont Road. The fact that there wasn't a fire is also more to the point of the really the expertise, the experience, the flight hours of the man behind the controls in the chopper itself. And I'm looking around right now, and I see Tim Boyce from Emergency Services possibly here to give us an update. Tim was my first phone call on the way out here. When you hear a chopper go down, the fear is that there could be significant loss of life. I will tell you, everybody out here is breathing a sigh of relief that that is not the scenario unfolding here in Drexel Hill on this afternoon.